Hey guys, hope everyone's well. Today, Thursday, 7 a.m. or 7:06 a.m. London time. I'm just going to run over one of the two things that have happened this week, what's expected for the next 48 hours or so, or shy of 48 hours ahead, and just to get ready to get started next Monday. Now, gold, I put the thesis up 2 days ago, I believe, with the analysis structure starting with the 3-day concept. So on the 3-day, we've got 14 hours 53 minutes left on this particular candle. Before that, we have transparent area volume from the levels 2,360 to also 2,376, so around 160, 170 pips. Now what we've seen previous 3 days is that we burst into and we also tapped directly precisely the mid region of that, the 50% region of that entire volume area. VWAP, taken from one of the daily lows, the 3-day lows, we can also see that we've been below, spiked through the highs and the medium term, and also at the same time, we're kind of heading off right now. So gold, my original thesis on gold yesterday was a short. I've run 2 gold shorts this week, and then we went for the long opportunity, which I'll go through in a second. Ultimately, overall, there's 2 scenarios that can go on here. The first initial scenario is if we do get that strong 3-day closure and the weekly closure, we could head into, I say the barrier is 2,265 or even a lot lower. 2,234 is a downside 3-day narrative that I posted 3 days ago. Is the gold price on the macro time frames easy to read and digest? Not necessarily. So let's just go into the daily for a second. With the daily, this is a few barriers that I had placed on from the week before. There's a filament area of volume over here between 2,336 to 2,353. And if you go into this, if you go into the concept, look at the crosshair. So the lower end volume to the higher end volume on the daily shoots below the 3-day. So we have 2 major barriers to the upside. If we do break above or break through or start to run the price through these advantage levels, then guess what? We have a big header on the 3-day, which we need to take. We need to be curious and take heed with. Now, with that being said, yesterday the daily came down into the previous day low, which you can see right here. So let's just modify this here to here. So we just took out one of the previous day lows by a few pips, and then we've pushed back ahead. We do have some data coming out fundamentally, which could lead into a complete reversal on gold to the upside, and that was one of the main reasons yesterday that we put one of the price plans together for a good push to the upside. So what I'm looking at here, let's look at the intraday perspectives, the micro time frames. So funny one, the short yesterday was placed as a breakage through 2,318, and this target level number 1 was 2,296, in which it did succeed gracefully, and now you can see that we're balancing on that level. Current price balance, if we do start to head to the upside, I do believe that in the next, by the Friday closure, if the news does come out in our favor, the allocated price points are going to justify this level as an area of clean volume, and the volume push will lead us into 200 plus pips into 2,320. Then at the same time, we can also start to push past these highs here. This is very, very important, these highs. Okay, this high here, which is 11 a.m., 25th of June. So coming out of London, one of the London highs there, 380 pips to the upside. My overall thesis and projection level was 2,350, put it that way. So we'll catch back up on gold later on. GBP USD been short on this for what, over 8 or 9 days now. One of the first price points, and as you can see now, we've come into one of the areas of volume. I'm going to take that off for a second. I don't want to confuse, but one of the first areas of complete volume and value were more or less stating here for target 1, which from my first entry was 255 pips to 1.2546. Overall, if we do snap that level, we will be delving into these lows here, and these lows simply come off one of the volume areas, which I can see previously from A up into B there. So that's that on GU. Yesterday we had a small short 40, I think we closed out around 42 pips. And at this minute in time, we're going to push back into the highs, I believe, and then we're going to flail around. I'm not really interested in this at the moment on the lower time frames. Euro USD, another point of projection there from yesterday, but we're actually out of this position, and I need to do a full rewire on this one. As you can see, we've got 1, 2, 3 primary lows here coming into the areas of, okay, so this is one of the main areas of volume and value that we need to consider. If market starts to trade back above, anywhere in between 0.698 and 1.0705, so around a 10-15 pip collapse. If we run through, rebound, and we're going to go to the upside, 1.0763. US30 is a very, very interesting one. So we actually waited, and this is all documented, we waited from around 38.6. We had these two areas of volume over here and value that the incident that pushed this was small fundamentals, but I also stated that if we do come into these areas, guys, the downside shift could be target 1750s, and then overall we could be looking at 50 take profit 1,700 pips or so. Then BTC on the whole, I've been watching this again on a 3-day. Look at the 3-day time frame over here. 3-day we had maximum correspondence around the 70 area. We came in 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see, we hit the 50, spike through, come back to the downside. 1, 2 on the lower bottom area of volume, and then we started to actually shower it down to the downside. And we found this area of, we've come out from A to B. When it comes down to market, the money that's been pushed into the market on A to B. Now what we need to see is if this area holds, in which it has thus far, and the 50 area, the midpoint here of the volume, which we printed on 60,380, if this area holds, guys, we can come back to the upside, and we still have to consider these price points, this playing field in the midterm. We could come in, out. We have to just take this one step at a time. And then coming into the daily, as you can see there on Bitcoin, we're still below VWAP. Well, the VWAP is extremely important in this scenario. We've tapped in again yesterday, and we also considered one of the daily highs there. You can see the daily high was tapped into, and then we're looking to maybe run again. So I'm watching this very carefully. And yeah, we go from there. So all eyes on gold today. If we can get that 300 and 500, 600 pip move, and then maybe 2,350, guys. So let's keep this one on lock.